it is.
Now it is. Hi, Mr. Wolf, and welcome to the
Elizabeth Show.
Jazz hands. Yeah, no, I know we're not in jazz.
No, we're not.
Okay. So we thought that for our concert, which was yesterday, October 16th, I don't know, figure for the record.
Maybe.
We should know. I think that in Break That Third Wall, I thought that at the beginning we needed some more accents.
Yeah.
Especially on the opening passage through like the beginning through about 6.
Yeah.
More accents.
We got a little like messed up, like especially in the beginning when we just played open D's. We weren't accenting very well, so it kind of sounded all jumbled together instead of like clear notes.
Like it was supposed to be like a dun 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 dun. And some were like dun 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 dun.
Yeah, it was really weird.
It was awful. But then at 3, the violas came in on time, which is good because we were actually working on that because we kept coming in early, so it's kind of a mistake.
I think first violins came in a beat late, if I remember correctly. Mm-hmm. But we recovered quickly, so it didn't affect that much, but still a beat late. So.
Yeah. And at 6, we were quieter, which is what we were working on too, so that was good.
That was good. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then A started out pretty good for us. Our intonation was a little off there. I think some people had a lower first finger on D than they were supposed to, so it was more of a C sharp than an actual D. Mm-hmm. So that made all the rest of the notes off, but we fixed it.
Mm-hmm. That was good. Our long notes were pretty good. Our dotted half notes. And then at D, we had some major intonation issues because we were up into 3rd position on the A string, and it needed some work. I think that's really just something that practice, and especially with scales, could help us with.
Yeah, I think E is the passage where we have the A's, and most people in our orchestra were playing open A, but because of the hall, it made that open A sound so gross and like big sounding, and it was really gross. But we weren't accenting there, so some of it was garbled together rather than being separate notes.
Mm-hmm. And at 42, that actually turned out pretty well because we had the right accents going on it. And especially at the 44 with the 2 quarter notes, when I like da da, and we did that part right. It's because it was really like a short sound almost, as it was just like da da, and it just sounded really cool.
First came in correctly right before G, where we go do 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 do. We came in correctly with that. That was good because usually we came in either late or early. And we were all together in accenting, and I actually saw me and my stand partner cueing to that, so that was really good. And then G, we had some intonation problems again, and I feel like people behind us got a little lost on where we were with the quarter notes, so I feel like they needed to accent those quarter notes more than they were.
Yeah, like at G was good, but we got kind of lost, and like that like turned out okay, but then later like at H, especially at 61, where it was like dun 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 dun, we kind of got a bit lost. So I actually just looked at you.
I was looking at the violas too, because violas usually had like the one right before us, like you had a beat and then we would come in, or like stuff like that. So I was always looking at the viola section and then coming in on our part.
Yeah, like especially at 61 and 66, like where you have the kind of like that syncopated rhythm, I would switch between looking at Mr. Wolf and looking at Elizabeth, and I kind of like I'm not very good at like sniffing and doing like a breath, but like I just kind of like moved up, so I hope that the people behind me can see that.
I can cue, I just can't like do that sniff thing. Like that's 3 things, can't do 3 things at once. But
so I think the rest of Break That Third Wall actually went pretty well.
Yeah.
Except for J.
Yeah, J was pretty good, like notes wise and rhythm wise. Just like I feel like we needed more dynamics.
Yeah, as an orchestra at J, like, cause at I, I'm pretty sure that's at forte, because the dynamic contrast doesn't change.
Yeah.
It changes at 48 to forte, and then at J, which is also known as measure 75, that's the only time it changes. So I think we should have really had a like it should have been like a da, 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 da,
Yeah,
da,
like
da,
a
da.
really
like,
big
should have been
one.
so silent.
Yeah.
And then
But
it could have
it
just
wasn't.
built into this like amazing fortissimo, and we kind of missed it.
Yeah.
Um,
Like, we did get louder, but, like,
Not
not
as
really
loud.
noticeably louder. Like, people out there were, like, saying that we got louder, but, like, not as loud as I think we could
and
have
especially
gone.
next to Symphony, when Symphony went
Yeah,
after,
oh my
we
gosh.
were like, that was,
yeah, no.
yeah, like if you look at my music, it's highlighted. I mean,
Yeah.
it's highlighted in the crescendo color too. Like
Yeah.
that's pretty insane. Though.
I feel like some people did the crescendo and stuff, but, like, other people just decided not to do it or whatever, or forgot for whatever reason, so it made, like, some people were playing piano and others were playing, like, the regular from I, and it was just not as good as it could have been.
So now it's time for Zombie Intruders by Kirk Fogelberg. So at the beginning of that's the one where the violas are the sirens at the beginning. So it's da da.
Yeah, I feel like you guys needed more confidence on that.
We did because
Because-
we weren't really in tune and
Yeah.
we weren't really watching Mr. Wolf. Like I know I always want to do them as half notes, not or I want.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so we needed to hold it out for the entire measure.
Yeah.
Plus we need to work on our intonation a bit at the very top.
Yeah.
And we need to work on the dynamics a lot.
Yeah, I feel like you coming in would have been better even if you were out of tune, if you guys were more confident, but you guys were, like, shaky going on there, so, like, your bows weren't, like, confidently on the string.
Yeah.
But then we came in correctly, but we weren't confident until, like, the entire orchestra, like, played, like, got in tune. Like, the first measure where, like, all of us were playing together was a little, like, shaky as we all, like, got used to, like, all playing the same thing. But then, like, after that, it got, like, a little better. And then the seconds started playing their part, and
Yeah.
it didn't go so well after that. Like, when we played that Behind the Bridge on D, those do-do-do-do-do, that wasn't perfectly on the right rhythm.
That part kind of killed me.
Oh my gosh, I hate that sound. Yeah.
That's why I'm a viola now. So at 17, that actually went pretty well. And especially like for Eliana and I, because we're familiar with that bowing, having used it last year in American
Yeah.
Idiot. So like we were very good at the da da. But
Yeah.
I feel like our whole section wasn't very good at it.
Yeah, maybe you could do a sectional just on bowings for this next concert. I feel like we need to do that too because, like, we had, like, when we did sectionals,
do
we worked
sectional
on
together.
notes. Yeah.
Well, we need different types of bowing though.
Yeah.
Like you guys need like the long,
Yeah.
elegant.
And like, this concert, we did some sectionals, and, like, we worked on the actual notes of them, and, like, we got that down, but I feel like we didn't work on bowing or, like, bowing styles as well.
Yeah, our styles were entirely different.
Oh, yeah, completely. Like, maybe the violas were together in style, but they were completely different from, like, our style or, like, the seconds. And so I feel like we need to get that together more.
How many firsts do you have?
10, I think.
What if we assigned like a first and a viola to work together?
That'd be, yeah.
That would actually work out.
Yeah, because then we could work together, because that would be parts together.
Yeah,
that
that's
you could
like
learn.
what I mean. Because
Yeah.
we have 9 violas actually.
Yeah.
Let's say
I
no.
think we have 8 or 9 people, so
Yeah. So
that works.
pretty
That
well.
would work pretty well.
Let's file that away. Maybe we could partner up first and violas.
Yeah.
Honestly, too, they could probably teach each other a
Yeah,
thing or two.
and we already look across at the violas, or at least
Yeah,
I
like
do.
we need
yeah.
to work together anyway as it is. Just
So.
because like I mean because like we move as an orchestra.
Yeah. So that would work.
Okay, I
And
like that idea.
then,
I think this video was a good idea.
when we came in at 9, I think 9. No, I think it was 9 where we come in with our do 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 do. That was pretty good, except people were playing open E's, so it sounded kind of wonky.
Yeah.
31 though, when we played with you guys, 31, 32, that was pretty good.
That was good,
We
but-
were together.
But at 32, the bowing was funky because
Yeah.
we kept trying to do it as 2
Oh,
slurred notes
yeah.
instead of 4 slurred notes.
Yeah.
And also too, the pickup to 25. 25, the B flat was a bit it sounded very natural and it was kind of like a B narc,
Yeah.
not a very good
Yeah.
sound.
Yeah, I feel like, where was it that I think it was up as 60-ish that we play, long B flats, and I feel like people were playing B's instead of B flats, so it kind of sounded weird with the rest of the orchestra who was playing the chord to the B flat.
Yeah. Okay. And also too at 39, which is a dun 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 dun.
Yeah,
Dun.
we were off.
Yeah, we were very off.
It was more of a call and response. It was like da 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 da. It was weird.
But towards the end of it, though, we started looking at Mr. Wolf.
Yeah,
and then we
it
were
got
more
better.
together.
And then when we did it again later in the piece, it got better.
It got much better. So I think that was a very good example, though, of how we can screw up, but then we can kind of like pull it back together.
And
make it
like
work
going
better.
back and fix it at the end. Like we realized like that part has a double, and then like at the end we fixed what we did wrong in the beginning.
Let's see. Oh, I thought that 57, which you worked in, which is a dun 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 dun
Yeah.
dun dun dun, and that actually worked pretty well because we were not on beat with the cellos, which is what we were going for. So that was good.
Yeah, that was actually really good. I remember doing that. I always remember being like, "Oh, are we gonna actually hit this? Or are we
Yeah.
gonna do it off beat?" And we did, and I was really.
Like I was sitting like right next to the cellos, and I was just like, somebody make sure
I
you guys
was
do
looking
this.
at the cellos the entire time. I'm like, I need to be on this because, like, in practice, I kept doing the
Yeah, I
one
kept doing
note
it.
on the beat, and I was like, no.
Yeah.
But it was good. Everyone got that, so that was good.
And also, oh yeah, I love 63, which is a da 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 da.
Yeah, that was so fun. We actually got that too.
We did.
We
That
did.
was. I
We
thought
were-
that
it
was
was
the best part
great.
of the piece. And I think 269, we actually like looked up at Mr. Wolf.
And counted too. Like
Yeah.
we counted the tremolos on this. It was great. Like I was going through and like we had all these tremolos, and I'm like, please, people, count
Yeah.
these tremolos, and they did, and it was great.
It was. That was just.
It's
That was a
awesome.
moment.
Yeah.
77, which is that was the
Oh, the
four
lo-
measures
yeah.
of the double stop tremolo, and that was actually really
That
cool.
was really good. I love that part because then right after when we all do the plucking thing, like that is a great transition for us. Like we go from like loud tremolos to like silent plucking, and
Yeah.
it was like
And honestly, too,
perfect plucking.
That's what this orchestra's really good at.
Yeah.
I think is that like that was style contrast.
Yeah, like we're good at style contrast, not dynamics necessarily, but like the style from like tremolos to pits, like we hit that like perfectly,
It's
and
like
it
we
was
can
great.
feel the piece almost.
Yeah,
Like
was
it wasn't like
awesome.
we were just playing it. Like it wasn't like we were like dead on the inside because
Yeah.
we weren't like attacked by zombies yet.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
But it was
like-
good. Yeah,
I mean, obviously it's high school. Like we had to have won the war.
yeah.
Okay.
And then everything else was pretty much okay.
Yeah, it was all kind for Pete's. 93
Yeah.
again. That the B could have been a bit flatter, but
Yeah.
you know, it was,
The ending was great though. We were all together.
the
at
ending
the
was
end.
the best part.
It was great. That ending
It
was
really
awesome.
good.
And then now on to Odessa.
By David Bobberwing, that dude. By
Yeah.
that dude.
Wasn't Bells from last year by him?
Maybe.
I think so.
But okay, so the first two measures of Odessa, I think the cellos did a good job, but I think that it was kind of hard because we were at such a fast tempo.
Yeah.
And I think that they were kind of confused as well as we were kind of confused.
Yeah, why it was so fast.
Yeah,
But, like, it
and-
didn't really stop our rushing either.
Yeah. And that just kind of confused us when we came in at
Yeah.
3. It was because we were like not really used to that type of a tempo.
Yeah. But Constantine actually did really good. I
He
mean, this
did.
is his first
He
year
still did pretty
doing
well.
cello, and he's doing really well. So,
Yeah.
like, my parents were, like, asking him, like, why do you only have 2 cellos? I'm like, well, I don't know, but, like, yeah, it was like, well, one of them's brand new, and they couldn't believe that he was brand new to this.
Yeah.
Like, he may have hit a few wrong notes or whatever, but, like,
We all had a few
Yeah,
wrong notes. Like
yeah.
that doesn't really, yeah.
so it was really good.
Yeah. Oh, I thought that at 6 we needed a bit more dynamic contrast. Because like the da 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 da, like
Yeah.
that should have been like a da 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 da
Yeah.
da da da. Like it should
Yeah,
have really been.
like, really powerful entrance, like, this
Mhm.
is our last song, but
But-
I didn't feel that.
But then at 8 though we got the accents.
Yeah,
The-
I don't think we got the accents. I think it was more of like we decided. I don't know why, but like people in the first were like doing long notes instead of like short accent.
it was a
ones.
difference of style.
Yeah, it was different to style, which made it sound a little weird. But like we were still on together, but they were just like different styles, which made it sound differently.
15, the da da for the violas. That part was really good because we all looked up at Mr. Wolf and we were all like cueing together.
Yeah,
And I'm not sure if you guys, but I could kind of like feel you guys like resting on us, and that.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a really cool. Like that was, I think that for me was the biggest part where we
Yeah.
all worked together.
yeah. Odessa, I was definitely looking at the cellos and violas because you guys give us like that before beat, like especially I think it's 90 or no, it's 114 and through 128.
So the cellos.
Yeah, but like when we do the doo-doo, like we lean on the seconds and the cellos, and then you guys give that beat right before we have to go in. So like I had to listen to like everyone to get
Oh,
our
that's
beats.
at 136. Okay.
Yeah.
So skip ahead a little bit to 128. 128, things fell apart.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys hit that note though.
Yeah, no,
You
so
hit
that's,
the note, but
that
then
was the
after
best part,
that,
though,
that
is
was like
'cause-
down.
No, because at 128, that was because we were like, because the tempo was so fast that we just did not know where we were. And so, like, all of a sudden, like, Eliana and I were kind of, like, freaking out because we did not know where we were. And then we both just looked up at you, and we were just holding the A, and then you just, like, kind of nodded at us, and then we did the downbeat, and it was right, and that was just, like...
Yeah, you guys hit that beat, and I was like, yes, the violas hit that beat, and then, like, everything went down as we, like, rushed and rushed and rushed and rushed, and then
Yeah.
at the end, oh my gosh, the
Oh,
end was so rushed.
Back to 66. 66, which is a da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
That was good.
It was so fast.
It was
Like,
really fast.
we
But
were
we
really
adapted to it, and we were all together on it. So, like, it sounded good, even though, like, it was, like, 10 times faster than we ever done it in rehearsal. Everyone got that. And I feel like the bowings were correct, too. Like, we were all the correct, like, bowings on
Yeah,
that.
the bowings, Eliana and I went through and wrote out all the
Yeah.
bowings, but the staccato I thought could have been a bit more staccato.
Yeah. I think we could have done dynamic contrast, too.
And
Like,
that could have been, like, we could have also just put a bit more pressure on the bow and almost done, like a almost
Yeah.
dug into the string more.
yeah.
I think would have been kind of cool. I thought that at 90, our dynamics are kind of cool because we go from da 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 da.
Yeah, you guys had great
Yeah.
dynamic contrast there. First didn't. I don't know what happened
You guys
there.
did pretty well.
I don't. At that section, I feel like that was the worst we've ever played it. Like, I guess it was, like, good rhythms and stuff, like, but I feel like our style was wrong,
Yeah.
so it
At
was,
least
like,
we were together,
weird.
though.
Yeah, we were
Like, that was
together,
the
and, like, I feel like we had a little dynamics, but, like, our style was wrong from what we practiced in class,
Mhm.
so, like, it was different for me to hear it, so it was, like, so weird to hear a different style there.
Yeah. Okay.
58 went pretty well, I think.
Yeah.
It was really fast though. At 58, where we
Yeah.
were going dun 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 dun
Da,
dun
da,
dun
da,
dun
da,
dun.
da,
Yeah.
da, 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 da,
Yeah,
da.
and when we have our 16th notes there, like we were going do like there was no like rest because it was so fast.
Yeah, even at our 8th notes in 164, like those normally are fast, but this time they were so fast.
Yeah, like
They were
there was like
so
no
fast.
8th note rest for us. Like we were just going do 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 do. But we ended strong, so
That's
that's
the
good.
important thing.
Yeah, that was our end of our concert. It was a nice strong finish.
Mhm. And 175, I don't know how we did it, but we all came back together and we all.
Oh my gosh,
I
I
don't know how we did it.
We were
I do
so
not know
wrong,
how we
and then
did
we're
it.
like, we came back together, and
'Cause-
we're like, yes.
Because 171 through 174, we just kind of like
was
we were
jumbled.
trying, but it was so fast. We just
Yeah.
couldn't do it.
Like everyone was off. Like
But then
first we're playing something, and then like I think we were at the seconds, but then like you guys were like off, and we were like all off with each other, and then we
But I
hit
think that at
170.
I think 175, we were all just kind of like, well, none of
Yeah.
us know what we're doing anyway.
Yeah,
So we all
and
just
we're
like looked at Mr. Wolf.
Yeah, and then he
And-
cued us for that last part, and we're like, yes, but
We
we
got
hit it. So
Yeah.
that's pretty good.
And I think that's the most important thing because it's how you start and how you end.
Yeah, and I don't think we started great on this one, but
No.
we ended great on, our middle was good too, so it was a pretty good concert. I think next time we need to start
Yeah.
better though.
Oh, goals for the orchestra. Let's go
Yes.
over that together.
Okay,
Um,
dynamics, really dynamics, because we didn't use
Yeah.
very many dynamics
And
at this at all.
What we could do to work on that is we could work on like different ways of doing dynamics. I love the idea actually of pairing up a violin and a viola because if
Yeah.
they work on dynamics together, then our two sections will be together.
Yeah, and we're right across the orchestra, so we can
So
look
we
at
have
the
to
other
cue to
and
each
like
other.
see like, oh, you're doing this, I can react by that through this, and
Yeah.
it'll be great. It also help us learn the parts because we'll hear yours and react from
Plus,
that.
it'll grow us as an orchestra, just as a group of friends. I mean,
Yeah.
just, if we're just
I feel like our orchestra doesn't talk.
no. Like, I
Last
keep
year
trying to
we
get-
were like, oh, a big
yeah,
group of
like
friends. and,
last year, I felt like I could go to any one of the sophomores in the orchestra, and I could like ask them to help me with something, and they drop everything to help me.
Yeah,
and I
this
want to be
one,
that
I feel
person
like,
this year.
yeah, like
But I feel like it's just really hard.
yeah, like I try to help people and they like give me a look like I don't want your help, and it's like I'm trying to help you grow. I don't know why you
Yeah.
wouldn't want help, but I feel like this orchestra doesn't. Like I think we need a team building like exercise.
We need to go
thing,
through
like,
AC together.
Yeah, we need like a trust fall exercise or
Yeah,
something.
come on, Alyssa.
Yeah,
come on.
we'll just trust fall and stuff. But it was weird.
I don't know. I think what we need to do is just almost hang out more. Like last
Yeah.
year, outside of school, like after school, I'd go and Becca would come over to my
Yeah.
house and we'd bake cookies together.
And we'd like at lunch, like right after class at lunch, we'd just like all hang out together or whatever. But like this year, I feel like everyone's afraid of each other, like to get close
I think
to
they're
one
just
another.
shy. I think.
Yeah,
And
maybe that's our goal. We need to learn how to like communicate with others because like I try to talk to people and they're like,
well, like yesterday too, I tried. Well, obviously it was really really late, but
Yeah.
but on like a few days ago during orchestra class, like I brought up the idea of going up to ice cream. I was like, don't want to do it. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, like you guys
Yeah.
are lame, but okay.
It's like if someone invites you out to ice cream, go get ice cream.
Well, actually, I'm kind of happy we didn't because it was 9:30.
Well, yeah, but you know,
Yeah. So I think that's what we could do. Though is work on dynamic contrast.
and then
We just need to
building
work
a
on
group.
being a group. Better.
Yeah, like last year I feel like why we succeeded is we were a real team. Like this year I feel like we're all detached from
Mhm.
one another.
Yeah, and like I feel like the viola section's getting better at it, just because
Yeah,
violas have to be close to each other.
yeah.
But
Viola section last year was great. You guys were all awesome friends and like doing everything. That was great.
that was so much fun.
Yeah, seconds this year I feel like are better than like team wise than the rest of the orchestra.
Well, you know what? Maybe we should organize something for the entire
Yeah.
orchestra to do together. We'll talk to
Just-
Mr. Wolf
yeah.
about this outside of
Yeah.
this virtual
Yeah.
land of ours.
Um,
Because
yeah. And so let's go over some personal goals. I want to learn vibrato. Like
yeah, me too.
I've been like working on it, but like
I just haven't been able to get it.
Yeah.
Like I've been working on it for 2 years now, and it hasn't
yeah, like
come. And I don't.
sometimes I can do it. Like sometimes I just do brief.
I can get like baby vibrato.
Yeah,
that's,
like
it.
little, like barely vibrating, and only like on my third finger, like only like that one. But like I still struggle with it. So like I really want to get vibrato. I feel like it would help if we had like a slow piece to do, like where you really could use vibrato. Like for this, we had a couple.
A faraway
parts-
place. Like we need another
Yeah.
faraway place.
Yeah, that was good.
I want to work on also too being more of a leader in our section.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. I just I like helping other people. I like being. I also like being in the front because I like working with other sections.
Yeah, so I like being in the front too because I can look around and like see
But
the violas.
but being in the front though also comes with the responsibility of being
Yeah.
able to lead the section. In
Yeah.
which case, my other goal for this concert is to be able to put more time outside of school. Maybe take extra lessons if I can.
Yeah.
And I want to be able to work better like with my stand partner, so with
Yeah.
Eliana. And I think that would actually work pretty well because we're pretty close anyway. So
Yeah.
and like even for this concert, like a few days ago, we stayed after school and we just went over and we wrote through all the bowings in our music.
Yeah, see,
Because
that's
we figured
good
if
to
we
do
were
stuff.
together, then
Yeah.
everybody else would be together.
Yeah, I feel like the first need to do something. I feel like we just need a good team building exercise.
Let's go on a camp out together.
There we go. Just take a weekend and we'll just go camping. It'll be great.
That'd be awful.
It would.
But still, it's a thought
It'd
that
be.
counts.
It'd be fun. So
No,
I think that's all.
well,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, 3 goals though, cause
Oh.
yeah, or 3 ways to reach that goal.
Okay, so vibrato is like we did in
Well-
class, like that thing where we like shifted and we got like various like
Up and
we,
down and up
yeah,
and down
and
and
then
up
we
and
got
down.
closer and closer until
Also,
like you
too,
got it.
Maggie showed me something that where you just kind of wave your hand back and forth, but you do it from your wrist.
Okay.
See, so it's like that.
Yeah. Maybe
So-
that'll work.
And she says like 15 minutes a day for like a month, and I mean, it's definitely worth trying as
Yeah.
well. Like I'd try anything at this point.
Yeah.
But
Like I feel like
Yeah.
we could do a little vibrato, like baby, like very little if we have to. But I feel like we're not comfortable
and
really
I think
doing it.
yeah, and especially if we want to be in symphony next year, we have to
Yeah.
get very comfortable doing vibrato.
Yeah. And then dynamics. I feel like if we just did scales, like starting out soft, going loud, starting out loud, going soft,
Yeah.
that would help intonation and dynamics.
Yeah. Oh, intonation's another big thing, especially when I'm not in first position, like when I'm in third
yeah,
position.
third position.
I
is
need to work on that a
Yeah.
lot. And especially like with my specific eye problems, like I can't see how far away my hand is.
Yeah.
So it's something I really need to work on with my
I think
like
we're
hearing.
leaving.
Yeah, they are. We'll leave in a minute.
Okay.
But like figuring out like where to place my first finger, and from there I can place the rest of my fingers.
Yeah.
It's just figuring out where to place my first finger.
So.
I think that's just something I need to comes with practice. Especially like with
And
a
then-
tuner.
Yeah.
Or I could do it with the piano, like play the note,
Yeah.
play it on my viola,
Yeah.
and then
As long as the piano's in tune. And then for rhythm, metronomes. I know we all hate metronomes. And
I like metronomes.
Hodgkin turned on a metronome in physics, and
It was
oh my
awful.
gosh, I was like, no, metronome.
That was not cool.
It was not cool.
That was not cool at all.
So metronome work. But I think class is over.
Let's-
So
yeah.
bye,
Oh.
Mr. Wolf.
Bye, Mr. Wolf, or virtual Mr. Wolf.
Yeah.